Today we'll be reviewing the Fantastic Four vs. Galactus construction figure set. This is a Marvel June 2025 Lego set, and I got this a few days early. However, I will be uploading it a little bit late, which is a little bit sad. This set has 427 pieces, is set number 76316, and comes with 4 minifigures, including the Fantastic Four: Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm, Sue Storm, and Reed Richards. Quick look at the back of the box with the 4 minifigures, along with some play features, including the back of the head. Let's take a look at this set and its minifigures. Here are the 4 minifigures of the set. All of them have the exact same torso, except for Mr. Fantastic, which his is different in the trailers that we've seen so far. And we'll start by looking at Johnny Storm. Johnny minifigure, I guess the character is played by Joseph Quinn, which played a role in Stranger Things. So now we have an official face for Joseph Quinn's character from Stranger Things. By that, now we have Johnny Storm in a minifigure form for the first time ever. He does have a secondary face, which is a worried look, which does work well with this minifigure. I personally don't think he looks like Johnny that much. It's not horrible by any means, but it's not great. He does have some flame pieces, and along with some fire pieces that you can attach to his feet. Now, one thing I would do to improve this is if you have any old Power Blast pieces from the Infinity Saga era, you can place them on the bottom of his feet, like so, if I can get there. There's one of them. And we have the second, like so, and we can plop him on, and that just looks a lot more, it just looks better and a lot more professional, I guess, of a look. Power Blast pieces would have been nice in this set, personally, for Johnny, and this just looks a lot cooler, especially connected to Galactus. We have Sue Storm, and this minifigure is the same as Johnny's in every single way, except for that she has some clear pieces to show her invisibility, and her headpiece is different, and she has a secondary face and a blonde hair piece. This is the same face used for Black Widow, and Johnny's was the same for Peter Parker, I believe. So that is definitely a little bit frustrating as a minifigure standpoint. However, it does look like her, or Vanessa Kirby in that case, so it does work very well. The Thing, and now this Thing is the first one, obviously, that we've ever gotten. All of them are, and he looks very good. He has the same torso and legs as every other minifigure in this set. However, he has these 2 giant claws, which personally I don't like them. I don't hate them, but they're just very oversized compared to the rest of the minifigure that don't work that well. I wish they would have just given him tan hands. I think that would have given the point across very well. He does have a nice print on his head, and he does have a second face, which is more of an angry look. And again, here's a look at the back side of these minifigures, and his mold is honestly perfect, if not a little bit oversized, but it's very good for what the Thing represents. And if we put these back on, we have a proper Thing minifigure for the set, which looks okay in my opinion. We have Reed Richards, which is played by Pedro Pascal. He has these giant legs which can extend all the way that like to fall off very easily with slight taps. Personally, I like displaying this minifigure like this, which is its normal look, and it looks very good. He has a nice face print along with a nice back one as well, and yeah, it's a very good minifigure. It's the one that is different from all of the others, with no white printing on the top. However, it does look a little bland. They all do, but that is just the suits they have, and I do really like these minifigures. This is a quick comparison between him and Mando. They are very different face prints. The biggest difference is the beards. You can see that he grew out his beard on the left there, and it is the same face, which is what you'd expect. But again, it does look very cool and is a nice touch to have that. Take a look at the Galactus in this set. This Galactus is bigger than the box ever so slightly, but this box is not small by any means, especially in its height. We can take a quick look at just everything this minifigure or this giant figure has to offer. There's little plates on his toes, which are definitely a little bit awkward, but you can place minifigures on them. I don't know, that seems a little unnecessary to me. You have tons of stickers in the set. There's one here, 3 on each of these panels, another in the back. His face is luckily not, but this is also a sticker, and these stickers look very good. I wish they were printed, but with their design, I'm happy they're stickers, except that they're just very difficult to place on. Each hand has a little stud to where you can place a minifigure if you wanted to, and overall, it's just a very simple, like, body construction figure. The head can move back and forth and turn. Can't go side to side that well. Its arms has 3 positions that it can turn. Same as its legs, which has one here, one at its knees, and one at its hips, which is nice. So it can go out like so. It's hard with one hand. but you get the point. And it lifting everything up definitely looks a little bit awkward. Take a better look at the head, and you can move these around, which I personally don't recommend doing, but they can of course fold in like normal, and it does look very good. Similar about the set to the X Mansion that I will review soon on this channel, or if it's not up already, is that you can place a minifigure on the back and it can turn. So you can place our upgraded Johnny Storm and just place him on the back of Galactus to have him fly by his shoulder, which I think is a very nice touch to this set. And at that, this is everything the set has to offer. It is a very good set, and I highly recommend buying it at some point. It is $60 right now, which is definitely a little bit high. However, I definitely think it's worth the price with Lego's inflation recently. This has been Galactus versus the Fantastic Four. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all again soon, and goodbye.